Hey there, it's Tank Girl, and today I have something really exciting and special to show you guys. And here it is. The Samsung Captivate. This is the first Galaxy S-Class device in the US. There's three others from all the other three carriers. It's with AT&T. So I just got one yesterday, and I've actually got it in the evening, and I held back until now to get some daylight so that I could give you an unboxing. Now that's dedication. So let's open it up and have a look. The first thing you'll notice is that there is a little pamphlet at the very top. It says welcome to AT&T, and this says quick start. Then of course there is the phone, and here it is, and here's my hand. So you see it's pretty big. It's got a 4-inch Super AMOLED display. Let's pull it out. Wow, it's very light and it's quite thin. So I'm going to take this off in a second, but let's finish what else is in the box first. So there's a little tray to hold the phone, and another little tray that holds a bunch of manuals, I guess. Let's have a look at that. Oh, it's just, nope, there's a couple of things in here. Aha, there we go. So there's a Samsung manual in Spanish here and in English. Health and safety and warranty. I guess it's not a manual, it's just the legalese. Wow, it's a lot of legalese. And a little flyer that says GPS navigation on your phone. How to use Android Google navigation, because somebody needs to tell you how to do that. So that's the rest of the box right here. So we've got a USB cable. I think that's a standard micro USB, of course, like everything nowadays except the iPhone. And I believe this has now become the law in Europe, micro USB charging. And this, you can't see it very well, but there's a headset in there. Here's the 4-prong jack and earbuds with little rubber, it's an in-ear type. Nothing exciting. It's weird that it's white, but hey. Here we've got an AC adapter from Samsung. Again, USB standard charger. It's a little big, but not bad. And then here we have the battery, which is 1500 milliamp hour. And so let me take the phone off of this wrapper. Rather, the wrapper off of this phone. Oh, that's easy. It's just a sleeve. So let's do a quick tour of it. Down here you've got the 4 standard Android keys: menu, home, back, and search. And the microphone right here. And ooh, look at this super cool looking surface. It's like some carbon fiber look-alike. Here's a 5-megapixel autofocus camera. It does not have a flash, but it does 720p HD video recording. I figure this is the speaker. Here with the headphone jack, the power and lock button. No, it looks like USB. USB logo on there. Ah, yes, you slide it and it reveals the USB port. Like this. And like that. And it sounds like there's a police car approaching, so it might be loud for a second or two here. So there's the volume buttons right here, up and down. And there's nothing else on this edge. On that edge, I guess that's the power and lock button. Unusual. Most of the Android phones it's on top, so this is going to take some getting used to. And I don't see any dedicated camera key anywhere here. So let's do size comparison between this and other Android phones, and then I'm going to do another video where I'm going to do a first power up on this device. So let's get started with size comparison with the last device I got, which is the Motorola Droid X. So as you can see, it's a little smaller, and it's thickness wise, it's about the same thickness as the main body of the Motorola, which is really thin. It's also lighter, but the battery isn't in there. Next up, going back in time, we have the HTC Aria, which is a smaller phone, smaller Android, as you can clearly see here. As far as thickness goes, it's about the same, although maybe the Aria is a little thicker. The next one we've got, going back in time, is the HTC Evo 4G. So that feels really heavy in comparison. It's almost the same size, surprisingly. This has a 4-inch screen, this is a 4.3. So this is very interesting that the Evo seems to be just barely bigger. Of course, it's thicker. And here you have the thickness difference. Not much, but a little bit. And then we have the HTC Incredible. So let's compare these two. So it's kind of in between the Evo and the Incredible in size, this Captivate. And thickness is probably going to be almost the same. The Incredible is a little thicker, I guess. Yeah. And then finally, not finally, I got a couple more. Here's the Nexus 1. So we're going back in time here on the super phones, or the Android phone. So it's almost the same size as the Nexus 1. A little longer, of course. About the same thickness. It is taller, yeah. It is definitely taller. But width-wise, it's surprisingly similar. And then finally, the iPhone 4. That's kind of like the flavor of the moment phone. And I'm surprised that the Captivate isn't that much bigger. It is bigger though. I mean, if you superimpose them, there's a little bit more to it. But thickness-wise, I think the iPhone might be the thinner one. Yeah, by very little, but it's thinner. So that's a comparison with other phones. Let me just give you again an outside tour. We got a little disrupted there with that ambulance earlier, and I lost track of what I was doing. So here's the bottom edge with the microphone. The right side here doesn't have anything except the power lock button. The top has the power jack and the sliding cover for the USB, micro USB. And then we've got the volume rocker on the left side, nothing up till the bottom. On the front, we have the 4 buttons for Android: menu, home, back, and search. The whole screen, and then we have the AT&T logo and the speaker for the earpiece, and some sensors. I don't think this has a front-facing camera. And then in the back, you have the 5-megapixel autofocus camera that does HD video recording at 720p, speaker, and the battery door, and yeah, that's it. Let me open the battery door quickly, show you the innards. So there's a SIM slot, micro SD card, battery contacts, and that's it. I'm going to wrap up this video and make a second one where I will power this up for the first time. This is Tank Girl. Keep an eye on my blog, Tank Girl Mobile, tnkgrl.wordpress.com. Cheers.